TVIX was delisted. Let's talk about that next.
You're watching Famous Dave on YouTube.
Hi, my name is Dave. I'm a trader. I specialize in volatility products, and although I don't regularly trade TVIX, it kind of is in my wheelhouse, if you will, and so I get asked a lot of questions about it, and they continue. I made a video a couple weeks ago, and people still ask me. So, to answer your questions, what do you do with your TVIX now that it's delisted? Well, if we were to pull it up on, say, Thinkorswim, TVIX, nothing happens, right? It's frozen. It's frozen in time. 112.36 was the last price. However, there are still, according to this article I was reading, 20,000 people on Robinhood who still have long positions in TVIX. Now, TVIX is an exchange-traded note, and so unlike maybe some other products where when they end them, they just give you your money for the note, TVIX will continue to trade, and its new symbol is TVIXF. TVIXF. And if we pull up TVIXF on our handy-dandy screen here, we can indeed see it right here. Now, TVIXF is the product now, and so you can see it closed 111.43, so not very far off where it was, where TVIX was. And so you need to talk to your brokerage and see if you have access to trade TVIXF. Now, it doesn't trade on the NASDAQ anymore. It trades over the counter, or as some people call it, on the pink sheets. If you see up at the top of this chart here, it says TVIX OTC Other, right? So you need to check with your brokerage and see if they have access to TVIXF, because this is where your shares are now. And you need to sell these to get out of it. Now, this note does expire in 2030, and I think by 2030, which is 10 years from now, this will be worthless. So if you're short it and you want to wait 10 years, I guess you could do that. But my advice would be to close it out. And if your broker doesn't have access to the pink sheets, they should have some recommendation. I would suspect they will have some way of doing this. You may have to do it over the phone, and they may charge you some extra commission for it. But this is where TVIX is now, TVIXF. You can find it on Thinkorswim under that symbol, and you can buy and sell it on this market. It will continue to trade here, although it's not as liquid as it was before. For example, it traded 430,000 shares today. So that's a lot of shares. So it's still trading. Here it is. 111 bid at 112 was the last market going out. So there's your TVIX. You can trade it on other exchanges, and I would recommend getting out of it because it's not as liquid as it was before, but it's still around. They're just not creating new shares anymore, and it's probably less liquid, which means there's bigger space between the bid and the offer, and prices might be, it might be a wider bid-ask spread. So there you go. There's your TVIX, and have a great weekend. Talk to you later.